Hello, welcome to Women Matters channel. So today we'll be talking about first time sex and the misconceptions behind first time sex. So many people are made to believe that uh, the first time you have sex, it's meant to be painful, it's meant to have so many effects on you and all of that. Well, it might have happened to some people, but I don't think it's the way people are carrying it around these days. And they tell you probably you're from a Christian home or you're from a home that is very morally uptight and all of that. And they tell you that the first night there, you're going to cry, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. And then, this has put fears in so many people that they just want to have sex outside of marriage because of they've told them that if you wait till you get to this certain age and on your first night you're going to cry, you're going to bleed, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. I just want to tell you, it is not like they said do. It is not like they are saying no, and it is not like they will continue saying. So be wise, okay? Not because of what people are saying, go out there and mess yourself up just because you don't want to go through the rigors and the so-called pains during the your first wedding night and all of that. Well, you will pass through some pains, but not the way they are making it seem. You will go through some pains, but it's going to be a moderate one. Well, depending on the kind of body type that you have. Some people have very tight, some women have very tight vagina that before a man penetrates, before their husband penetrates, it is going to be like a tug of war. But some ladies, their hymen is not all that covered. Yes, that doesn't mean they are not virgins or they are not virgin. No, that does not mean that they are not virgins. But every woman, we have types of hymen. I hope you know that. Well, some ladies' hymen are partially covered. That is how they were programmed by God, and some actually lost their hymen during some procedures. It's not like it was sex or anything. There are some kind of things you go through, especially those that are always exercising and you do your squats and all of that. Well, there would be some things that would go through your body and all of that, and but not sex though. So now, take for instance your 27 and counting and you're not married and someone out there is telling you that you've not had sex, hey, on your wedding night you will cry. No, don't believe that. The thing is, like we said in our previous video, if you're well lubricated and all of that, foreplay inclusive and all of that, then you have nothing to worry about. Don't let them fill your heads with so many things. Like I said, it's not like it will be pain free, no, but it is not as you know killing as they make it seem. It's not as if somebody's going to die on that day. No, it's a very beautiful thing. Well, I have some reports from some persons that have undergone their first nights. Some were virgin and some they were not, but along the line they stopped having sex and their private part closed up again. Well, this I won't be mentioning their names. This person said it took about a week and it wasn't as bad as I thought, but my head was already stuffed with so much misconceptions. I guess that was why it hurt as much as I made it feel. This person said, hubby penetrated that night, but I bled for 1 week, more like spotting. Well, people and their different experiences. Well, this person said, my head was so full of fears and misconceptions that it took almost a month before I could allow hobby penetrate properly. Thank God for his patience. Not every man would have that kind of patience to wait, and all of that. I am going to share my own experience. It won't really be in details and all of that, but I will share my experience. Well, this person said it took us quite a while, but we finally broke through, and it's been 2 years now, and I'm still as tight as day one. But no worries. Yes, there are some people that even after going through, after having sex and all of that, their body don't just get open like from. Like some women and even some people after childbirth, they don't lose their elasticity. It still remains as elastic as possible, as tight as can be. Everybody have different body, types and all of that. Well, mine, it took, as a matter of fact, you see this wedding night of a thing, it's not like that for everyone. No, it's not everybody that you go through the stress of planning your wedding, you go through the stress of dancing. It is all stress. You go through the stress of greeting people, your in-laws, your husband, friends, and all of that. And you get home, probably to your hotel room or wherever, and you think you have all that strength to come and start making out. It doesn't really work like that for some people. Some people didn't have wedding night; they had wedding money, and some people are still going to keep having wedding money because that wedding night you just go home and you're so tired, or go to your hotel room and you're so tired, you just sprawl on the bed and you take off to La La Land, dreamland. Well, for me and my husband, we did not do it on that night. We did not. It was the next day. I wouldn't even say the next day because it took my husband almost a month. I reiterate, almost a month before this man could penetrate because my head was filled with misconceptions. I had so much going through my mind because I was scared and all of that, and I was just getting to accept the fact that I've been married and all of that. So it wasn't easy. And I remember he would not go and I was like, hey, it's really me, blah, blah, blah. He hadn't even penetrated though. It was in my head that I was saying, it is paining me. In short, I felt the moment that thing is coming close, the pain should start. That was how bad I had been educated about this sex. That was how bad the misconceptions were. So, but he was very patient, very kind, and all of that. When he finally did, I bled, but not as much as I thought. I thought I was going to be padding myself and all of that, but I didn't really pad myself. No, I did not. The bleeding was moderate and all of that. So, it's not as terrible, as horrible as they make it seem. Do not be scared on your first night. Go in there, be as dressed up as possible. When I say dressed up, I'm not expecting you to go and wear one long jalami or something. No, leave some flesh. Leave some flesh open. He's your husband, though. He's the person that will do it. Well. Just leave some flesh open. Dress as sexy as possible. Young woman, don't go and be doing holy holy. Don't go and say let us pray. Of course you can pray, but you know the kind of prayer I mean. Because some of it can be very, very funny. Well, then encourage your husband. You can even be the person to initiate foreplay. Initiate foreplay, let there be foreplay, not foreplay. Be as wet under as possible before any penetration occurs. Okay, and you're going to and also, very importantly, have lubricants around. Some people like using KY gel, and some prefer Vaseline. But whichever one you are using, make sure you've done your findings and you're sure that maybe you want to take him as soon as possible. It is not one that will come and hinder conception. Okay, it should not be one that would fight against your husband's sperm in your body. No, please use very suitable lubricants, and you have nothing to fear, you have nothing to worry about. All their misconceptions are just throw them off into the baggage. So, in case you have any contributions, comments, or whatever it is, please subscribe and comment, and we are very grateful. Thank you for watching.